I chọrọ ka akpọpụta nwanne anyị nwoke comrade Asụsụ Chinedu Peters ka ọ kọwala anyị ife jikọtalụ customary government with all other groups. Customary government of indigenous people of Biafra is not a pro-Biafran group. So, ka ọ kọwala anyị ife jikọtalụ groups niile na-ekwu okwu Biafra ha na customary government. Ka ọ kwuela anyị structure nya bụ mbaraga niile customary government ji alụ ọlụ ndị bidogo function ba. Ka unu wee malụ na ebe ị nọ bụ na gọọmenti a bụ gọọmenti ga-enye dulu Biafra dulu anyị banye n'ime Biafra. And onye ifro ka o kwulie sị na ịkpọ ọba gị mkpọkọlọ agbata obi ga-eweli wee kpaa afịa. Ọ bụrụ na Biafra nse recognize their customary government wee welie na-alụ ọlụ nye ogwululie onye ezi eme gịnị atụ anya ụjọ. Nya anyị na-akpọnite Asụsụ ka ọ bịa were microphone ka ọ kọwalụ ndị Biafrans nọ here na ndị na-enene ife anyị na-ekwu na ife anyị na-eme ife bụ customary government of Biafra. Daalụ.
Daalụ onye isi m. Biafrans kwen. Oyista ka na-atụ anyị. Unu adịrọ sure. Biafrans kwen. Biafrans kwezuonu. Ekene m unu n'ụzọ pụrụ iche na ohere ọma anụ nwunye m. Mana dịka o si na dị ihe anyị na-ekwu maka ya abụọ maka ndị Igbo sọsọ. So I am na-atụgwu ya n'olu bekee. And mmemme ọ dị nkenke n'ụzọ pụrụ iche. Ihe nye m ka ngazie bụ ka anyị ghọta ihe bụ customary government of indigenous people of Biafra. This is a very vital topic and issue everybody needs to understand. Understanding the customary government of indigenous people of Biafra, the structure, its relationship with pro-Biafran groups. Because ejima akwụkwọ amana all the very few and ọbụrụ onye ọbụla ga-enweta ya, but subsequently I ga multiply ya so that every person can get a copy of this, and it will also be pasted on our website and other social platforms. Ihe njinaka ebe a bụ the organogram of the customary government of indigenous people of Biafra. The organogram. And in nke dị n'azụ ya, I will explain that later. It's another governmental structure, well detailed. This one was sent to me by Nnamdi Kanu after we visited and we had a discussion, so that everyone and all Biafran people will understand what we are doing and where we are heading to. But meanwhile, while this lecture is going on, Agmadi very brief. Kama distraction prolong because I wouldn't want to prolong this brief discussion, because I would like us to give me these 15 minutes and give me your attention. Understanding the customary government of indigenous people of Biafra, the working and why do we have the customary government? What is government? What is government? Ndị mmadụ na amara ihe bụ government. Many people are married for government. People do not understand what government is all about. If I ask what is government, yesterday I told somebody we are debating on why corruption is so much in most African countries, especially Nigeria. And I told him that the reason why things are not working properly here is because governors and government officials are powerful, more powerful than the government. The person became confused. Because Police, be asking a government abego. Governor, be asking a government abego. But that is an upside down ideology of what government is. Government is the people. Government is the people. Those people that you call government are supposed to serve what? The people. They are there to serve the government. They are there to serve the people. And the reason they join government, in a layman's definition, government simply means a machinery, a machine, a vehicle that conveys the aspiration, the need of the people to their designated, their aspirated destination, or where they aspire to get to. That is what government is all about. Now, an argument again. So many people have come up to say, administrator, you must have come across this. You must have come across this argument. Forget about government. What is government? When Biafra come, we now talk about government. Now we are in freedom fighting. There's nothing like government. There is nothing like government. We are in freedom fight. It is command and control. Now, this statement now brings me to why should you have a government in place in pursuit for self-determination? In our neighbor, Ejim 2 organogram. These organizational structures, this one, more or less, is a transitional. What we have here is customary government of indigenous people of Biafra. It is not a sovereign government. It is a de facto government. So as a result, this is like a vehicle, the structure of the government that will convey our aspiration for freedom to our destination, which is sovereignty of Biafran people. While this is a well-detailed structure of a government of a sovereign nation. Of a sovereign nation. So we will start with this. This is where we are at the moment. What do we want, my people? What do we want? What do we want? What does Biafran people want? What do they want? So our aspiration and destination is what? Freedom. Biafran people want. And how can we get to that freedom? Some people thought that freedom is going to fall from heaven. Or one day you wake up and they will say you go and get your freedom. Let me tell us, the reason one of the reasons, I've already started both the importance and the reason why you have the customary government. Number one, the reason why you have to establish a customary government or a de facto government is to put up a structure in place. Is to put up what? A structure in place that will enable you to continue when you get your independence, because you are not going to build your country in a vacuum on air. So that is the reason why you have to have a de facto government, a framework, so that the world will know that you are governable people. You can be under authority. Another reason why you have to, this customary government was set or put in place is to bring our people what? Together. If you look at the structure of this government, when I'm going to take it one after the other, because it's not going to take me 3 minutes to just read it down. But I want you to first of all understand why this is being put in place. So that our people can be brought together. In Anya now, if you go out there, there are more than 50 pro-Biafran groups out there. Am I lying? Each of the group leadership claiming to be all in all. Many of them have adopted what they call command and control. That once everything stands and ends with the leader, if he tells you something, you must obey it. You don't even have to ask any question. Those of you who are members of MASOB or other groups, I believe you understand, you had the experience of what I'm talking about. But the point is that if you have a structure, there is a saying that says, power corrupts, isn't it? Absolute power does what? Corrupts absolutely. That is what command and control. In fact, so many people are talking about saboteur. The reason why saboteur will continue, sabotage will continue in Biafran agitation is because there is no proper system of governance in place. It is the system of the governance that will checkmate the activities of everyone involved. I was discussing with somebody yesterday and I told the person, the reason why people over there, probably in the Western world or developed countries, looks as if to say they are more civilized, they obey the rules. Everybody maintain law and order. While if you come to this place, it's like a jungle, just animal jungle. In fact, some people that call Nigeria zoo, I've been praying. No, Nigeria is not a zoo, my brother. If Nigeria is a zoo, to be honest with you, I will not be agitating for Biafra. I will not be. If Nigeria is a zoo, I will not be agitating for Biafra. Tell somebody I say so. Because in zoo, animals are well taken care of. In zoo, animals are well protected. You don't just go inside the zoo and start killing animals. If any of them get sick, they do what? They take care of them. Animals don't just wake up and start doing anything they like because they can do it. But in animal jungle, it is the jungle of the fittest. The survival of the what? The fittest. Nothing will happen. In the jungle, you see animals eating becoming carnivorous. What will you call carnivorous in Nigeria today? Is that somebody will go into power and divert the fund that is meant to provide source of livelihood to the people, or park in billions of dollars, no DAK. And people are dying. That is the height of a carnival. Ladies, young people, young girls now less than 1 hammer because they cannot even feed them. That is animal jungle for you. So if Nigeria is a zoo, I will not be doing what I'm doing today. Nigeria is an animal kingdom. Now let me go back to what I was saying. The reason why there is sabotage in the process is because things are not organized. Things are not put in place. System is not working. Somebody argued with me that, no, they know how to, it is in their blood. It is in their blood to maintain law and order. I said, no. In fact, Igbo people are the worst. They are the worst. I say it. It's not because they are more civilized. It's because the system there is what? Working. Governors in Nigeria will travel abroad. They will enter train. If the train is full, they will stand up and hold their hand like this and get to where they are going. If they are driving on the car, they will maintain the traffic rule. But here, you see somebody that is a government official. He will jump directly opposite the traffic and be driving with impunity. Then every other person should jump into lagoon so that he can pass. That is animal jungle for you. That is because the system is not what? Working. Because if you do it there, the system is already in place. That even those in governance, their prime ministers does what? Obey those rules. Because the system is working. And what makes that system to work, my people, is the people. If any prime minister or any president in the Western world misbehave, who normally comes out? The people. You see people criticizing them left and right. But here, they will do all sorts of evil. And at the end, they will come to church. They will give them first seat in the church. In the community, they will give them chieftaincy title. In the street, they are being honored like demigods. That is the reason why things are not doing what? Working. Our people, it is time everybody rises up. Because if this continue, our children will continue to be slaves forever and ever. It will never end. And that is why we are doing what we are doing today. And going back to what I'm saying, understanding the customary government. I told people, if we are not doing what we are doing today, South Sudan will be a paradise compared to what Biafra will be when they get there. It is one thing to ask for freedom. It is another thing to know what to do with that freedom when you get it. That is what we are trying to do here. To make sure we put the structures in place. You can imagine, this is my brother, you can attest to that. This thing that happened to me in my palm. All fellow Biafran groups, they were fighting. And they nearly mobbed us to death. Now you can imagine what will happen tomorrow if Biafra comes. And all those claiming commander-in-chief, battalion-in-chief, and the rest of them, all those titles they give to them, my prime minister and the rest of them. At the end, when Biafra comes, everybody will now start marshalling out their own armies, and we start killing ourselves. That is what we don't want. And that is why we need what? A customary. And I said it, customary government is not a pro-Biafran group. It is the structure. Everybody is part of it. Nobody, it is governmental structure that will accommodate everybody. Everybody has a place. And that is now where I will now go in to read out some of the structures that we have and why we put them in place. Don't forget, I said, if you don't have a proper structure, sabotage will continue. I told Nnamdi that day we met him at the Kuje prison. I say, now that we are talking about unity, everybody is now coming together. In fact, the guy is on high spirit. He wants Biafran people to come together because we have fought for this thing since 2015 to bring our people back together. Everything we did is thwarted. Everyone are not thwarted. People are just, but thank God, Nnamdi Kanu, the last meeting we had, the unity meeting, he was there. He sent his delegates. And we went to see him. He even wanted to sponsor the next unity meeting of all pro-Biafran groups so that we can come together and speak with one voice. That is where we are heading to. But I told you, he was complaining that now somebody will now go out and sabotage. And say, let me tell you, people will sabotage. The only checkmating of people being a saboteur is to do what? Set up a proper structure. You can go to bed and sleep. The structure is running. Nobody can compromise. And that is why we have the customary government of indigenous people of Biafra. That is why it was set up. There is no other reason. There's nothing like command and control. Some people say they are under oath. They are under oath. The people that are misbehaving today, all of them, didn't they take oath? They took oath. Many of them even administered the oath to other people. What happened? Nothing. It is not all about oath. It is setting up the system. Things are going wrong badly every day. People are not going to church. Fasting and prayer. Things are going wrong. Fasting and prayer. Maybe God gets in about. Why do you have to do what you need to do so that things will work out what better? That is why we have the customary government. And how it is structured. We are indigenous people of It is not a pro-Biafran group. It is not an organization. It is a nation, a people. And according to our indigenous identity, the tradition and custom, before the white men came, we already had the better system of governance. Democracy today, Oyibo people learned it from our forefathers. We started it right here. What is democracy? Government of the people, by the people, and for the people. What you are seeing today in Nigeria, is it democracy? Thank you. In our ancestral and traditional system of governance before colonialism came in, we have a well-structured system. Everybody is duly represented. At the center, you have the council of elders, drawn from different clans and Omonna. That is your representative. That is your constituency. Omonnage was your constituency at that time. Is that not democracy? And a system where everybody, including you, the youth, the Omoadas, everybody were a place and they stay and they say. So that system of governance was bastardized and destroyed by colonial masters, and they now impose their system upon us. The reason why Africa will remain under, while I was doing my academic studying political science and public administration and the rest of that, I described and defined that democracy is rational. Democracy is what a people defines it to be. The British democracy is different from American democracy, but they are all democracy. But what the problem is when you now impose your democracy upon other people, it goes against their what? Their way of life. Our way of life is Republican system, where everybody is duly what? Represent, where everybody have what? A say. And that is why I say no to command and control. When you take command and control, then you know maybe you meeting neighbor. If I say something, every one of you must obey it. If you do it 1 year, 2 years, Ndibo naturally will start to revolt against you. And when he does that, the person will be rebelled what? Saboteur. That is what is happening. So, when you have a system of governance, it will help channel things the right way. And in our system, we have the Elders Council, men of proven integrity, that will now do what? Represent the interests of the rest of all the places where you all will decide there, but they will take it back to the wherever they come from and relay it back to that. That is how chain of information goes. In the current dispensation of indigenous people of Biafra, we have Supreme Council of Elders. Supreme Council of it is not one man, it is a constituent, it is a collegiate leadership of different Biafran elders from different ethnic backgrounds. Currently, the leader of the Supreme Council of Elders, the chairman is retired Chief Justice Ezozo, deputized by Dr. Dozie Ikedife. General Achuzie is the secretary. There are other people from Ejo, like Elder Canada Jene from Ejo. You have other people from Akwa Ibom State, and the rest of them. That is how it's still in the formation stage. More people are coming in. They are at the highest place in the structure. Look at it there. You see, you have the Supreme Council of Elders. These are elders, and their role is to do what? Give advice and guidance. That's all. You remember, they are old people. Can they run? Can they do some of the things we are doing today? They are just there to do what? To guide and to give what? Elderly advice. That's all. While if you come down, you will now see heads of different departments. They call it National Executive Council. This National Executive Council now constitutes different pro-Biafran group leadership, different departments, different ethnic nationalities in Biafra, all coming together to have a place. These are the working machine of the customary government of indigenous people of Biafra. That is just it. That is, I'm just summarize everything I have to say now. When all these pro-Biafran groups from MASOB, their leadership, BLC, Bilie Human Rights, Radio Biafra, BVI, all the rest of them, all these institutions that have been working independently on their own as pro-Biafran groups, they will now come and have what is called a clearing house. They will come together. Bilie, you are good in the human rights, you are legal, you are going to court. Make sure that everything that has to do with legality, you are doing it very well. If I have problem, Bilie should do what? Come. Is that not it? Whether I am a Masobian or BLC or Radio Biafra or BVI, if you have a human rights issue, Bilie Human Rights Initiative to do what? Stand up. You don't even need to be a member of Bilie before they do what? They respond to your case. That is what and how a government functions. And that is what we call intergovernmental what? Relationship. Those in the media, Radio Biafra, BVI, Biafra Voice International, BVI Channel 1, all of these, Biafra 24, all these media outlets, they will be speaking out for the activities of different groups, what they are doing, promoting their ideology. And remember, when they come together, they will all come out and say, one person will say, we are going to, we want to do sit at home 30th of May. And every one of them will do what? We say it is a good idea. They will all go back to their different groups and tell them we are all doing what? A sit at home. That you now said it maybe from Bilie or maybe from BVI or Radio Biafra, that you say that we are going to do a sit at home. It is not your project. It has now become Biafran people's project. That is how things work out. And we will now be speaking with one voice. Do you think we are going to get to where we're going? No. If we continue like that, we are not going to go anywhere. Or these people are going to court, the other people are tackling them. Don't mind them, they are wasting their time. They are saboteurs. Will you get to where we are going? No. Or somebody, or people are going to court now, as Nnamdi Kanu has been going to court. Then, because BVI is not part of Radio Biafra, you will now say you're not going to report what they are saying there. Will you get to where we are going? No. We are only simply shooting ourselves in the leg. So that is why it is very important. we have these institutions in place. And that is the summary of what I have here. Here you see heads of different departments. We have different departments. We have the media. Radio Biafra is doing a very good job in the media. BVI is doing a wonderful job in the media. Other platform. In fact, Radio Biafra and BVI Channel 1 have been doing a very consistent and perfect job to educate our people, including Biafran 24. These are Biafran media. They can all be working together to make sure that, though independently, but they can be speaking with one ideology. And not this one will be going this way, the other person will be saying the other thing and tackling each other. You have the legal, you have the diplomacy, because people have to go and do and engage in diplomatic engagement. Customary government of Nigeria had only 3 steps to get Biafra. 1, the legal process, going to courts. Legal process, going to court. Diplomacy, meeting international community, engaging in negotiation. And the only time you engage in negotiation that will be fruitful is when you are in control of your territory. And that will now usher us into the political terrain, so that you will be in control. Because all again I buy into contract. Just like I'm not the owner of this place, and I will go into negotiation with this hotel. Do you think the person will listen to me? No. Except you are in control of that place. You are the owner of that place. You have, that is when I will now be sure, or the person that you are going in contract with or negotiate will now say, you can fulfill your obligation based on our agreement and negotiation. That is why Biafran people have to be in control of their land. And that is why the third option, the political process. And that is the final. So that when we are hitting the world on our international engagement in the United Nations, you heard him when he said somebody was appointed to go and attend to our issue in Hague, at the United Nations, in so many other places. The only time the world can take us serious is when we are in control of our territory. So that when you engage in diplomacy, they will be sure that when Biafra comes, you will be able to do what? Honor it. That is when they will now start. Because many people have stake in Nigeria. You know that? America, Britain, Russia, China, all of them have stake. If you're talking about another country, they don't know their place, whether they are going to lose what they have here or not. So you first of all engage them. And when they know that they are going to gain better, you start seeing what is called support. Support. You don't do support with word of mouth. So these are part of the things why we say the customary government must be in place. The diplomacy department, the youth mobilization. Even we cannot exclude them, because I say that Biafran agitation, some people have taken it over as a spiritual process. It is good. Those that can pray, pray. But as far as what we are concerned is, while you are praying, you are walking. You must work it out. You must work it out. You must work it out. Because faith without work is what? Vanity. It's just vanity. So this is what we are trying to say. People have to understand why we are doing what we are doing here. And that is why we have the customary government of indigenous people of Biafra, well structured. With this, you have the economic, or what they call financial department. We have the economic or commercial department, so that we can empower our youths. The reason why people are sabotaging Bonagode, the government of Nigeria have made our people so poor that they can even sell their vote for just 1 gallon and pure water. So we have to do what? Empower our people. Now, Bamba, people are very industrious. Only a little push, they will do exploits. So with these departments, they will go into production and the rest of them. And you see, our youths will become less dependent. We will not even know that Nigeria is doing what is existing. We will just walk away from Nigeria by empowering our youths. So that when we launch our political movement, because they are all gathering, they have all stolen all the money in the last 4 years, waiting to share some piece of it during the election, so that they will take your vote and continue stealing. If our youths are properly empowered economically, will they collect those money? How can somebody give you pure water and gala, you sell your future for the next 4 years? That is the height of poverty and wretchedness, hopelessness. So we have the financial department. And that is where I'm going to round off. Is finance. Okubanego problem. But if money and finance is properly put in place, my brother, there will be no problem. My people, there will be no problem. Because when you have a financial department that is independent, just like it has been established in the customary government, the handlers of the financial department are the council of elders. They are the trustees. They handed over. In fact, that is the power the council of elders have to control the rest of other people. When they have these funds, all the money collected, all the funds being donated for Biafran agitation goes into one purse. And the people managing those accounts will not be only one person. The transaction will not start and end with one person. Ego Obanabata is well accounted for. And any money that is given out, if Radio Biafra or BVI, they gave you money to establish this, the result is what you have done with it. And you come back and do report. But if the money comes to you direct, people do not know how much that you collected, and people do not know how much you spent. Is that not where corruption creeps in? That is where corruption. So it is. Don't say that it is not a magic. You put the structures in place. Sabotua, Megini, Ana. You eliminate sabotage completely. People will no longer steal in the name of Biafra. And those that are bringing out their time, their energy, have denied themselves everything because people have to abandon their works, their businesses. Those people should be done what? Catered for. They should be paid like people working for a government. They should be properly paid, well paid. Biafra should pay them properly to eliminate what? The reason why an army officer or a police officer abroad can give his life for his country and die for his country because he knows that the country is going to take care of his family. Can you say of that in Nigeria? Nigeria. You cannot say that about Nigeria. Go out and look at people who are ex-servicemen and see their lives. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, if Biafra has to be better, we are not going to abandon Nigeria, reject Nigeria, and now have a worse society than what we have in Nigeria. It is the same people that are called Nigerians today that will become Biafrans tomorrow. So we must put a different structure, a workable structure that will enable us. That then these structures I'm talking about will now usher us. Diplomacy and people that are managing the fund, people that are on the media, all of them working harmoniously, having a relationship and understanding towards one goal, which is what? Biafra. Somebody made, I'm going to be concluding right now. Somebody made a remark, say, forget about this structure, forget about government, there is no need for that. Biafra. And I asked the person, if all of us now agree to go to Lagos or to go to Port Harcourt now from here, and we brought a vehicle, that vehicle is the government. We brought a vehicle and say we want to go to Lagos. Then we entered the car, the driver started the car, mashed the brake couldn't catch. Will we continue? What should we do? We will fix here before we move. We must fix our place. We must lay a solid foundation to guarantee that when we leave this place, we will get to our destination. Then when we now get to our destination, then we will now introduce this. This is where, when my brother Nnamdi Kanu sent this to me, I read it, I understood it, it is well detailed. In fact, I showed it to Council of Elders. And when they read it, he said, this is well detailed. This is well detailed. Some other things are going to be added, but this is well detailed. But it is for a sovereign country. But what we are doing right now is a transitional that will get us to this destination. That is why we have these two. This is the customary government. Customary government is not a sovereign government. It is a de facto government. And when we have and succeed in getting our freedom, securing our freedom, we now establish a proper system of government. Finally, some people do not know what Biafra will look like. Biafra in view. Some people thought that Biafra is going to be like Nigeria, where we have a federal government. Somebody will sit in Abuja and be dishing out whatever. Biafra had the best system of government before colonization came. And when we came here, and when the Oyibo people came here rather, they borrowed our system and started practicing it there. And now introduce a barbaric system which they use to impoverish and exploit our land. They introduced it here and left it here and went back with our original system of administration. Our system of administration, when Biafra comes, my people, it will be better. Igbo nation will be on their own because they have been independent and autonomous. The Ijaw nation will be on their own as a nation. And autonomous. They'll have their own system of governance, they'll have their law, they'll have their police, they have everything on their own. They will now have a uniting factor. You have a uniting factor, which is the currency, so that our economy will be very vibrant. The immigration, because if you don't have if you say everybody be on your own, you now have to pass immigration before you enter Ijaw land or enter Ibibio. Then there will be fracas every day because in the other country immediately. So there is no word because we are one people from the beginning. So we have one immigration, one border control. Ayaka line, never Biafra. And the defense, of course, we will defend our land properly. So this is the kind of Biafra we are looking for. And I believe that we have gotten the message very well. Take it out there, digest it, and introduce this to other people. Customary government of Biafra is not a pro-Biafran group. I said it again. Customary government of Biafra is open for all pro-Biafran group to take their stake and bring all their activities together, and we shall move and speak with one voice. Biafrans, Queen.
Great Biafrans.
I am still in Dubisi and Enugu, the image maker of the customary government of indigenous people of Biafra. Today, Biafrans are here for their usual weekly training, being organized by customary government of indigenous people of Biafra. Every week we come here to meet ourselves and still address those issues that are bothering Biafrans out there. Today, we put together training on understanding the structure of customary government of indigenous people of Biafra. The expectation being that Biafrans should know the kind of Biafra they are looking towards. Biafra should understand the process towards which Biafra will be restored. You know, a lot of people are confused on how Biafra will be achieved. So many people believe that Biafra will come from heaven. Others believe that perhaps once Nnamdi Kanu is coming from Kuje prison, he will come out with Biafra or come out with Biafran flag. But customary government has been trying to inform people that for Biafra to come, we need to understand the process through which Biafra will be restored. We've continued on that training today, and as you can see, so many of them are excited today because today they have come to understand the structure that is driving the present Biafran struggle. And of course, the expectation, how Biafra will look like, the kind of governmental structure we'll put across when we will have Biafra. People need to understand what to expect, and people need to understand their expectation today. Today is a very wonderful day, as Biafrans here that come across various cities in Anambra State have a wonderful time. Chinedu also facilitated the training today.
Welcome to First View Luxury Hotel. At First View Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit First View Luxury Hotel. We are located at number 1 Adelino Bamishile off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofin Festac, Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us on 080-7578-7135 or 080-9990-0601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.firstviewhotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. First View Luxury Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come.